Hey everybody, welcome back to my new addiction. Hey, my life in the world since the last time I posted a video. The last few videos that I posted was of me driving my dad's Outlaw Gasser race car. It has become, my wife says, an addiction, and I have to agree, but it's something I absolutely love. I just but maybe a couple of weeks ago ran my 5th race of all time ever, and I came in second in the last 2 races out of the 5. The first 3 I did horribly. Then my wife suggested something for me to do, and I don't want to say what it is because it made me have the ability to put things out of my mind that I was stressed about. I didn't want to upset my dad. I didn't want to do something wrong. He's been a champion at one thing or another for 60 years, and when he says to do something, you try to do it. He knows exactly what he's talking about. So I would try everything I could to please him and do the things that he wanted me to do, and I kept hearing his voice in my head, and it was one of those things that I guess I was trying to overthink it. So my wife suggested something, and I tried it, and it worked beautifully. The first 3 races without it, it was horrible. I did no good at all. And then when she suggested it, then that race that she suggested it on and the next one, I finished second overall. So it worked, and I owe my success, a lot of it anyway, to my wife. And she's a really good person. She's a good woman, and she has some great suggestions. But I have a lot of other people out there that are responsible for my improvement as well. I thank them in another video on our Facebook page. But I wanted to let everybody know that if you want to visit, and I'd appreciate it if you would, that I have a team page now. It's Team Herman Hill Outlaw Gasser. And I've got a lot of things, stats, bio, about the car, about me, just odds and ends, things that I like about the gasser world. People out there that don't know what gassers are, they're old school cars, like old Chevys and Fords and everything, and they have straight axles under them, and they look like something you would have seen in like American Graffiti or something. So they're really cool cars, and a lot of them have been on the track a really long time. My car itself is 71 years old, and it's been on the track since sometime at least in the early 60s, if I'm thinking that's what Dad said, because my dad seen that car at the very first drag race he ever went to, and it was a race car then. Which also, I mean, if you've watched my channel at all, you know the story about Dad's car, and that's kind of what that's leading into. So if you'd like to see that video, it's here on my YouTube. Please watch it. It's just phenomenal. And anybody that thinks that there's nothing in this world that's, from God or cosmic or whatever you want to call it, watch that video. It'll convince you otherwise. I bet I've seen that video or talked about it many times, and every time I still get goosebumps like I am right now. So never discredit anything in this world, because everything means something. And if you watch that video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But I figured some things out. I started getting the feel for the car. And now my reaction times are much better than they were. I went from being, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a second reaction time down to well, my best time so far has been a .009, 9,000ths of a second. But they're hovering right around between a tenth of a second to that area. And in drag racing, that's very important. a lot of the races are won and lost at the starting line. So it's important to have those reaction times down pat. So I think I figured some things out. Also wanted to mention these old school cars, these gassers, at least the guys that I run with, our organization, we don't have any electronics in the car. They're all just foot brake. We don't have throttle stops. We don't allow throttle stops or boxes like that, or any, boxes for delay boxes, anything like that of any kind. And I like that about it myself. It's a challenge, and there's a big learning curve. But actually, as I proved this last race, you don't have to have all that to do well. Most of the field, I say most, probably half the field of guys that didn't win that night, they had electronics in their car. We were running just a bracket race. It wasn't just outlaw gassers. It was our group of outlaw gassers and guys in other types of drag cars. We just ran a bracket race all together. And a lot of those cars have all the electronics and the fancy doodads, and they ended up on the trailer. So if a person is driving one of these cars and they get a good feel for it, oh man, you can wear them out. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'd like to get good enough I can start wearing them out. So I've still got a long way to go. I'm very, believe it or not, very humbled by what has happened to me. Mine and my dad's relationship has always been, well, I say always, it's been rocky at times. We're both kind of hard-headed, and we're way too much alike. So you know how that works. I mean, most of the time, two people are too much alike, then they bump heads, and we bumped heads a lot. And most of it was my fault. I was just an ignorant kid, and you know how the grass is always greener somewhere else. But once I got older and realized some things, man, my dad means everything to me, everything. And my mom too. I mean, what would we do without our moms and dads, you know? And I'm glad that I still have both of mine. So if you still got them, hug them. They appreciate it, and it's good for the soul. But anyway, I won't go too far off the deep end there, but I just wanted to get you guys abreast of what's happening in my life now. Between driving the car, or being that I'm driving the car, I've met some wonderful new friends at the track that run an organization. Just great people. I tell you, it's hard to imagine we still have. I'll just tell you, if you ever want to find the people like we used to have, go to the drag strip, get down in the pits, make some friends. I guarantee you they're going to be exactly what you're looking for, exactly. And you can take my word for that. I'm proof of that. The group that I run with, my dad ran with for years, and they just took me right in, and it had nothing to do with my father. I can guarantee you that. I've seen other people around that they are the same way with. So if you want a good friend, go to the drag strip. You'll find them right there. The people like they used to be, not these whatever the heck it is we've got now. So yeah, they're great people, great people. Help you any way they can. The leader of our group, he is also my competition. He races too, but he'll always stop and make time to talk to me and give me pointers and stuff, and he's just a heck of a guy. He really is. I don't know that I should name him on my public YouTube channel, but he's a heck of a guy, and if you see him at the track, you need to make a friend out of him. So like, let's see, what else was there? There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Well, I don't remember now offhand, but it's starting to get cold here in Western Kentucky, or cooler. It's not cold yet, but my wife would argue that point. And a couple of nights ago, I think I would have too. We've had some really cool nights. One night got down to 39 here, and I don't know if you can see behind me or not, but I'm down at the lake near our house, and the leaves are starting to turn. It's just gorgeous out here. This is God's country, and I wish everyone appreciated it. There's places around here where there's trash, and and they keep it so nice here, and I can't imagine why people would act that way. I just can't see it. God gives us all this, and then people just trash it, and we can only hope that they see their way someday. We've got to take care of this place. It's the only place we got. I guess I'm going to wrap it up. I'm not sure what else I was going to talk about, but like I said, if you want to see pictures or videos of me racing or anything like that, just go to Facebook and look up Team Herman Hill Racing Outlaw Gasser VG/3125. That's the car number. It's just part of the name, but it should roll up before you ever get that far in the search. So you find me there, or you can find me at Worldwide Outlaw Gassers, also on Facebook. It's a private group, but anyone that likes or wants to look at gassers or anything like that, or drivers, owners, teams, anything like that, feel free to jump in there and get in the group. That's what we're looking for. We want to turn it into the largest group anywhere on the web for outlaw gassers, and for all the localized groups around the whole world, and they're everywhere, even Australia, Japan. It's amazing how it's a uniquely American thing, but it's everywhere around the planet. These old cars, hot rods, are really cool, and you like looking at them. So come join us, join the group, post. There will be videos and pictures of a lot of the drivers from around the world. We have a gasser of the week that'll be at the top of the page, the header photo. And then there will be a short bio about the car and the driver and the history of the car, because the history is so long on some of these cars, and it needs to be preserved like it has been all these years to now. So jump on Facebook, find us on there. We'll be happy to have you, and who knows, maybe you're going to build a car one day or buy one or something and join us, and we'd love to have you. We just love good people. So, anyway, I guess I'll let you people go. I've done enough shameless promotion for one day. So, anyway, I love you. Y'all be good.